Hey guys, what is up? I need to talk about Supernova. I just finished this last night. I stayed up so late trying to finish it because I just could not put it down. So this is the third book in the Renegades series. There's Renegades, Arch Enemies, and then Supernova, and they're all by Marissa Meyer. And I read Renegades and Arch Enemies back in May, I think it was, and just absolutely fell in love with these books. I read them both in like 2 days as well, and I've been looking forward to this ever since, and it did not disappoint. Also, can we just talk about the cover, because I absolutely love the colors and like the metallic like shine and like the lightning bolts and stuff. I love it so much. So this video is just going to be spoilers. I tried to film it with like non-spoilers and spoilers, but honestly it was just too much. Like, I just want to talk about the spoilers because like I need to talk about it. So this picks up right at the end of Arch Enemies, where Nova has just broke into the Renegades headquarters and she had a big fight. Frostbite's lost her power. So she tries to steal Ace Anarchy's helmet. She succeeds. Frostbite lost her power. Max gets injured. Adrian was there as like the Sentinel. Like, it could not get any worse for Nova. Well, that's what we think. It does get worse. And somehow, for a while, she manages to get away with it, but then in the end, thanks to Narcissa, who was the librarian's daughter from the last book, who was just like such a minor character but really stepped up in this one. And like, first you were like, you didn't like her, and then you did like her, and she ended up being one of like the MVPs of the book. Honestly, I actually thought, I'm just jumping right to the end now, I honestly thought that it was going to be her that done like the last blow to Ace Anarchy. For some reason in my head I was like, they've set her up like so much, I think she's gonna like die like doing like one last heroic act, but she actually survives. Back to the start. Narcissa lets Dana's butterfly free. I'm assuming everyone's read the first two. So Dana's butterfly dies, Dana comes back to life, tells them that Nova is Nightmare. She gets arrested, and as she gets arrested, her last thing she does before she gets free is she saves Adrian from the blast, which, you know, oh my god, I love. Adrian deserves so much better than Nova, okay? Well, in the end, Nova steps up and becomes good, but like throughout this whole book, I was like, Adrian, you don't need her. I'm gonna put this down. Adrian was such a good guy. Adrian just done the best for everyone the whole time, and Nova was breaking my heart. So anyway, she goes to jail. Then Narcissa actually decides, you know what, I'm gonna help. And she pretends to be Nightmare on the outside, so then they're like, okay, well, Nova's not Nightmare, so then they let Nova out, but Nova is Nightmare. The Renegades are going to execute Ace Anarchy in front of the whole city. The anarchists break in and free him and get him his helmet back so he can come like back to full power. And this scene, oh my god, it was so good. I love like big like scenes of like high stakes. Like, people were dying left and right. People were just getting thrown about, like their powers were gone, which was, oh my god, the cranes with the bees in it, and the bees had the Asian end, was so clever. I loved that. Well, I didn't love it, it was sad, but like, I loved it. And when that happened, I was like, I hate the anarchists. Like, but I also hate, you really do hate the Renegades at points, because they really do think that they're so perfect. And it's just like, I love how Marissa Meyer could balance, like, there's no good and evil, like everyone is like in the middle. Everyone's just trying to do the best that they think they can do, and like the best that in their head they think is like the best idea. You know what I mean? Like, in everyone's head, everyone's motive is the best one. And I think she portrays that really well, like that like grey area between like good and bad, because like there is no good and bad. So Ace gets his helmet back. He is just killing people. He's like throwing things around. He's like destroying the stadium. Adrian has to reveal himself as being the Sentinel because his dad is about to like get killed basically. And then Nova manages to stop the destruction because she sees that Ace is about to kill Adrian, and she's like, nah, too far, I still love him. So she makes Ace stop, they fly away. And then there was the whole scene with like, it was so stupid. Okay, so the Renegades team with like Adrian, Oscar, and Ruby, and Dana. Oh no, Ruby lost her powers. Oh yeah, which was so sad. So they break in to where the anarchists are hiding, and Adrian sees Nova, and at this point he thinks that Nova is still on their team. And even though she's been arrested for like being part of the anarchists and all this, and obviously in his head he's like, oh no, she's innocent, she like isn't Nightmare. She's standing there just like chatting away to them, you know what I mean? So he destroys this whole mission by running out, trying to be like, leave her alone. Gets captured, gets tortured. It was so sad. I love Adrian so much. Like, he did not deserve the stuff that he went through in this book, all because of Nova. There was a big fight between Phobia. Oh well, first, Nova kills Queen Bee, which was really sad as well, because she was like a mother to her, you know what I mean? And it was just like, that's when you know, you were like, okay, Nova loves Adrian. Like, she's willing to kill someone that's like looked after her for her whole childhood. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm Team Nova again. Battle with Phobia. I thought it was so clever the way that Marissa Meyer like interweaved Phobia's story with Adrian. Like, I'm assuming she had this plan since the start, because it was just so perfect. So Phobia was created by Adrian as a drawing, because obviously Adrian's power is that he can draw things and like bring it to life. He created Phobia, and Phobia then killed his mother. Oh my god, and then it interweaves with the Nova story, because Adrian's mother was trying to protect Nova's family the night she died. So Adrian created Phobia, who killed his mom, who was trying to protect Nova's family, which then made Nova's family die. And then there's the big reveal that it was actually Ace who wanted to kill Nova's family, because her dad betrayed him. And at this point, Nova's already like trying to fight against Ace. She's like, okay, I'm on the renegade side now. And then she brings this out and she's like, nah, you are going down, you're gonna die. And that was another really sad scene, because even though she wanted, like, she didn't agree with what Ace was doing, she wanted to finish him, like, just make it stop. She was like, oh no, he's still my uncle, he's still my uncle. And then this happened and she's like, nah, F you. So going back a little bit, there was the fight with Phobia, which was really good, because he is like the scariest character in like the whole book, because his powers are like really unknown. Up to this point, his like origin was unknown. Like, no one knew actually what he was or what he was capable of. He killed Callum as well, by the way, which was so sad earlier. Callum was the guy who, his power is basically just like, he can make everyone like feel good. So in the middle of the big battle in the stadium, Callum put the helmet on and was just like sending like good vibes out. And all of that, he was like, everyone just chill. And then Phobia was like, die. So there's a big fight with Phobia, and Adrian realizes that because he created Phobia, if he takes away his powers, Phobia should die. I don't know, in my head I'm like, I don't know if that math adds up, but it does add up. Now, so then Phobia dies, Adrian lost his powers. At this point, so many people are like depowered because of the Agent N, like everyone's lost their powers. And then blah 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 blah, there's a big fight with Ace, which was good, but just like the big thing in the middle in my head was like the perfect like big battle. So one against Ace was like, okay. It wasn't the highlight of the book, but obviously it had to happen. Ace was a big villain, so he gets put down. And then Max absorbs all the power in the universe. This scene in my head. So at first he absorbs all the powers and makes it so like nobody has superpowers. And I think I honestly preferred that. I wish it had stopped there. Because what happens next is that he then gives back powers to absolutely everyone. Like, not just the renegades that lost their powers before, but like everyone in the entire world becomes a prodigy and has superpowers. And I was reading it, I was like, okay, like I get it, but I think it would actually have been better if he just like took away everyone's powers and then like no one had powers anymore. Like when that was happening, I was like, okay, I can see where this is going. and then he gave them all back. And to me, that made the stakes of like the big battle that I loved kind of feel less impactful, because like the hard part of that was like not only did people die, but also like half the renegades lost their powers. Like that, like these people, their entire identity is their powers, and then it gets taken away. There's the epilogue, and at first you think it's through Nova's point of view, and then you're reading and you're like, this doesn't add up. And then you realise it's from Magpie's point of view, and then it just ends. And basically, Magpie is like angry that everyone has powers now, and she like, does she want to end the renegades? Her motives are unclear, but I was just like, see, when you realise it was Magpie's point of view, you're like, okay, where is this going? Like, I don't know if Marissa Meyer is planning on releasing more books in like the Renegades universe, like maybe following Magpie, but I'd be into that. Although I do think this was like such a good, just perfect conclusion. Oh, I really love this. I love the shine. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Supernova. I've just rambled for 13 minutes and I jumped all over the place, and none of it really probably made that much sense. But if you read the book, then it would have, because like I just had so many thoughts. Like, I loved it so much, and I love all the characters. I love the powers, and this book, I think they're so creative, and it's such like X-Men vibes, but I don't know, there's just something really creative about all the powers. So yeah, I think that's everything I have to say. Oh, Adrian and Nova end up happily ever after in the end, obviously, which is nice, but I also still think Adrian deserves better. But it's, obviously it was going to happen, and I'm glad it did, because I know, everyone loves a happy ending. Okay, I'm just going to go now because I have talked enough. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, please let me know your thoughts on Supernova below, and yeah, I will see you later. Bye.